Anyway, we're live in something like 28 seconds, so I'll perhaps. Hello. Practicing my blue teeth. Device is not connected. That's Vicky. Vicky will be here in a minute. Hello, everybody.
Oh, you're on comments, okay.
Yes.
Good.
Just giving people a few minutes to get on the ball and join in. And this might be the last one that we do, which I think might be a sense of relief for all involved. I don't know. Oh, here comes Casper. I did promise you kitty cats tonight, and I always like to deliver if I can.
Oh, he's invisible.
Oh,
he's
no,
the Casper the. Well, that's it. Casper the invisible ghost. Oh no, friendly ghost.
Oh, Casper the friendly ghost.
Hang on, let's do that.
Ooh, Casper's getting it lively. Got very sharp claws.
Ow.
Oh, yes, go to Colin.
Oh, great.
Now get Phoebe. Phoebe's cleaning herself. Come on, Phoebe, that's a bit over excessive.
Now I have to do
She's
this.
been in grooming. Yeah, I know, I told you this is your first appearance. Well, actually, it's your second, because I did a little teaser with your little Phoebe. Hello, Phoebe. So I put the message out a few weeks ago that I was looking for 2 kittens, and look what's happened. Yeah. Brother and sister from a farm in the New Forest.
Ouch.
Oh, right in there. I'm not allowed to do that. Okay. There we go. Let's leave them there. Oh. I think people would much rather look at them than us, Colin. Oh, nice pussy, Mary. I know, Charlie. I was so hoping someone would say that. I think Colin likes it as well. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for coming alongside the nice pussy. Oh, there's going to be so much tonight. So much going on. You just can't resist it, can we? 5 rounds for you tonight, each one worth 10 points. A little extra round whilst the scoring sheet is done by Vicky, who's sitting there patiently waiting for us. And 2 picture rounds. 1 round with Colin doing something, and then a couple of spoken rounds as well. All you need is a piece of paper, pencil, mark your own. Cheating allowed, it's up to you. Whatever you want.
No, we're very disappointed in the amount of cheating that's been going on in John's quiz.
Oh, in John's quiz, undoubtedly.
Unfeasible scores.
Undoubtedly.
Outrageous. We will be conducting random checks.
I just want to make sure we can see.
Including spelling and grammar.
Yeah. Yeah, unfeasibly high scores in John's. I mean, we usually come somewhere in the bottom 5, don't we? But we are very honest, aren't we?
And consistent.
Right, okay, what is the time? A couple of minutes to go and then we'll get started. This Saturday at the club, I think it's for the 3rd time, the 4th time, the 3rd time, I think. We've got John's hog roast, yep, and alongside that we'll have Michael and Georgie and Claudia and Charlie doing a noodle stall. There'll be vegetarian options with burgers and with the noodles as well. We will have beer on tap, and we'll also have miniature bottles of wine, I think possibly Prosecco as well, soft drinks. The food is purchased to take away. It will all be socially distanced in the correct manner, and then it's up to you what you do with it, but it is sold to take it away. We will also have the downstairs loos available. That's the first time we've been able to do that. So you'll be able to go and use those should you need to. And it will be served from about 4 o'clock to about 7 o'clock. Ooh, is that hurting? Oh, is that hurting? And then after that, I think this is really quite exciting. We are actually going to open our Acorns bar from Friday the 10th of July. It'll open early-ish in the morning, around 9, between 9 and 10 in the morning, and it'll go on till 6 o'clock. We're going to trial it, see how it goes. If we want longer hours, we can do that. You can sit inside in socially distanced groups, or you can take the drinks outside into the balcony and garden area. You can't, Colin's being attacked. You can't gather around the bar. It's going to be the same as anywhere else you go, but it will be open. You can come in, you can see the work that we've been doing whilst we've been closed. It's looking very, very nice, very smart. And we really do hope to see all of you. And remember that you don't have to be a member to come in and enjoy it. You can be a non-member or bring a non-member. It doesn't matter. We just want to see you there. We want you to come back to the club and enjoy yourself. Oh!
Kitten of mass destruction.
Right, we've got 34 on. We're just getting to 7:31. The first round is called Casper and Phoebe. So the little boy kitty cat is Casper. This is Casper. And the little girl over here is Phoebe. Can we see Phoebe, please? Hello, Phoebe. Wave your paw. Hello, Phoebe. Hello, Phoebe. Hello, Casper. So it's two. It's around about these two little moggies. Not really moggies. Yeah. I don't know how long that's going to last. I think they're going to have this sheet down at the back in a few minutes, Colin. Right. If everybody is ready, just put a message up. Oh, hello, Karina. Hello, Leslie. Oh, I love my pussy too, Di. Pussies. If I'm going too fast, which I think I did last time a bit, somebody helpfully sent in a message asking me to slow down, but I'll try and get it right for you. Okay, here we go. Casper and Phoebe. So the first question. Phoebe Buffay is my favourite character from Friends. What's the name of the actress who plays her? Phoebe Buffay from Friends. What's the name of the actress who plays her? Hello, Mary. Hello, Carol. Her beachcombers. Kerry, great to have the right stuff with us. Cave is here, the famous 5. Hope you're still relatively sober, John. Well, actually, perhaps I don't hope you are. Lovely to see you all. Thank you very much for joining in. I know now there's lots of option about what you'd be able to do at the moment and who you're able to do it with. So it's great to have you here, particularly great. And hopefully the next one will be at the club in some form or other. That's our intention. We want to get back to doing things there. Not that we haven't enjoyed turning our kitchen into a studio, have we, Colin?
Not at all.
No. Sense the tone. Question number 2. In season 5 of Friends, Phoebe acts as a surrogate and has triplets. Who is this for? In season 5 of Friends, Phoebe acts as a surrogate and has triplets. Who is this for? In the bottom. Do you like this bit?
No.
Why don't you like it? It's a Pilsner, isn't it? Does anybody know Camden Hells? Do you like Camden Hells? I think we bought it for that party we had at Christmas and it didn't get drunk.
I can see why.
Okay. I think it's too good. Should we have something running across the screen? Put the...
I've just taken that.
Oh, okay. Number 3. Casper is believed to be the name of one of the 3 wise men, or the 3 magi. Can you please name one of the other 2? You don't have to name them both, just one of them. So Casper is supposed to be one of the 3 wise men. What's the name of one of the other 2? There they are. It's a playground, isn't it? It's just a play. Oh, look at these little pussies. And people can't see them. I think they'd much rather see that than me. Don't you? That's good, isn't it? It's much prettier. That is really how they sleep, and quite often much more entwined than that. And there's a lot of licking of each other, isn't there, Colin?
We could talk about.
Oh, say it.
No,
Go on,
no,
you
no.
can't say
We're
it, can
on air,
you?
no.
I nearly got you to
Off
say
you
it.
go. Come on.
That was the trick tonight, people, to get
Next
Colin to say
question,
pussy
please.
or pussies, and you nearly said it there.
Come on.
Oh, it's so sad. Number 4. Gary Kasparov, bit of a stretch that one. Gary Kasparov was world champion for many years at what? Gary Kasparov was world champion for many years at what? What were you going to do with that
I
song?
will show you.
Oh, dear. Hmm.
Quite a lot of background noise from this.
Yeah. Well, they're playing on that scrunched up piece of paper. I'm amazed I haven't actually leapt up.
No, that will happen at some point.
All right, we're on question number 5. The book Casper, Prince of Cats was written by Michael Morpurgo. What is the title of the book he wrote about a horse which became a film and play? The book Casper, Prince of Cats was written by Michael Morpurgo. What is the title of the book he wrote about a horse which became a film and play? .6.
I need more
I don't know why you don't go down and get a bottle of wine if that's what you want.
because we've sealed it off from the cats.
Yeah, but you can get round that easily. I've been doing it. Or you can go out round the outside here. Problem with Colin is he's always thinking about his next drink. I'm telling you, people, it's just the truth. Okay, question number 6. Another great Phoebe. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is the writer and star of which infamous TV series? Phoebe Waller-Bridge is the writer and star of which infamous TV series?
Do you think she meant to say Aussies?
Stinky Pete's.
No, loving the Aussies. Presumably it must be pussies.
The Aussies. Jacqueline, Susan Thompson. Clarify. Oh, do you mean you don't mean this, do you?
I
No.
think it's meant to be pussies.
Do you mean pussies, but you just didn't want to say it, Jacqueline, Susan Thompson? I thought that said stinky pets as well.
Yes. Very appropriate.
I was going to say. Hello, Heather. Thanks for joining us. Hope you've heard all the questions, everybody. If you haven't, I can quickly run through them again.
We didn't find it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is Vicky on with us?
Yes.
Oh, hello, Vicky. Number 7. Phoebe Waller-Bridge also contributed to the screenplay of the yet-to-be-aired new James Bond film. What is its title? So the name of the new James Bond film, which should have come out earlier on this year, but hasn't, due to some sort of reason. So she gets about Phoebe Waller-Bridge. So we're going to have that pasta as soon as this is finished, because I'm starving.
Let's just have it in the middle somewhere.
Well, you had some toast, but I haven't had any.
Our public don't need to know that.
I think given that this is quite probably the last one we do, we should be a little bit more open with our public.
I think that would probably be a bad idea. I think we've been
Oh.
open enough, particularly you.
I don't think that. I've really enjoyed doing these, and I really want to thank every one of you that's come on and supported us and done it with us. And all the participation in the online classes and the coffee mornings and the different things we've done. It's been really great. It's been very different. It'll be fantastic to get back to doing other kind of stuff, but this has also been a really interesting experience and a very uplifting one in many ways. And Colin's now put a beanie on, and I'm not quite sure why. We're on question number 8, and we are doing a quiz if some of you haven't realised. Question number 8. Apparently the only place in the world called Casper, I should cite Wikipedia here, is in the state of Wyoming, USA. Wyoming is surrounded by 6 other states. Can you name one of them for just 1 point? I don't need all 6. I just need one of them. Wyoming, USA, surrounded by 6 other states. Name one of them, please. If you'd like to try and get all 6 of them for your own personal satisfaction, then just go for it. Why not? Oh, Phoebe, Randall. Get out of that. She might strangle itself. Why have you put that on?
My invisible head.
That was a really nice picture you took. Oh, it sounds a bit blurred. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'll try and speak more clearly. I don't know what that's about, actually, but maybe Colin will have a look at that. I don't think it's because we've had a third of a bottle of beer, is it? Number 9. Kasper Schmeichel is the goalkeeper for which Premiership team? Kasper Schmeichel is the goalkeeper for which Premiership team?
If anybody else is having audio problems, can you let us know? We're using a proper webcam system this time instead of just a laptop. But if it's not working well, we can switch back to the laptop.
Because we're good like that, aren't we? Or you are.
Just a thumbs up or a thumbs down will do.
Just think, look at that, what it does to my eye. That is definitely like a horror movie kind of stuff, isn't it?
I often think that.
We're on to the last question. I just know I'm going to pronounce this word incorrectly. The cybersecurity and antivirus company, Kaspersky, which I did genuinely think was Kaspersky for a long while, but I actually think it's Kaspersky, is headquartered in which capital city? The cybersecurity and antivirus company, Kaspersky, is headquartered in which capital city? It's a lot quieter than normal.
Well, no, most people are saying sound is good, and the most important is that Caveman John, is saying it's good, and if it's good to him, then it's probably good because he's probably got the best equipment.
Okay, Di, please can you repeat the last question, Mary? I think you mean question number 9. Kasper Schmeichel, Smeichel, is the goalkeeper for which Premiership team? If that wasn't what you wanted, Di, could you just let me know, please? I do aim to please. Oh, hello, Stephen. John. If you ever want your niece and nephew to come round and use our pool again, John, you have to do better than that. Would anybody else like any of these questions repeated, or do you just want me to move on with the answers? Oh, Heather, sound not so good.
Oh.
Sorry, Heather.
Heather,
you can. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No,
But I've got a very important message for Heather, because Heather is one of the very few refined members of our club, and she is so refined that she always orders her tea not only in a pot with a cup and saucer and a milk jug, but also has Earl Grey.
And drinks it with pinky finger out.
No, I don't know about that, but she does. No, she does that, and it's lovely. And I'm really looking forward to making you a fabulous pot of Earl Grey tea, Heather, as soon as we can.
Nice to have a couple of upmarket people in the club. Not many.
And she raises the tone very, very well. Okay, I'm going to give the answers because you're probably all getting a bit bored. So, number 1, Phoebe Buffay. Name of the actress is Lisa Kudrow. Kudrow. Lisa Kudrow. Number 2, when Phoebe acts as a surrogate in season 5, that is for her little brother Frank. So brother, Frank, any of those will do. Little brother Frank. And he's landed with 3 of them. Answer for number 3 of the 3 magi or the 3 wise men. You could have either had Balthazar or Melchior. Balthazar or Melchior. Oh, Sophie, well, I'll leave you to take that up with Heather herself when you are introduced.
No, I think that's Drew's comment
Drew.
there.
Oh, right, was Drew not brave enough?
Because Drew was brung up proper.
Oh, Heather. No, you don't. Heather, respond. You don't have to have Earl Grey with lemon, do you?
Hang on, I've got to switch to the cat cam while we.
Let's switch to the cat cam.
Hang on, let's just do. Because there was some mutual grooming going on there. Let's stop now.
Okay. Other people might not be so interested in that.
Well, it's not about them.
Question number 4 was about Garry Kasparov. He was, of course, world champion at chess. 1 point for each correct answer. Number 5, the book Casper, Prince of Cats by Michael Moore Hugo. The title of the book he wrote about a horse, which then became a film, I believe, directed by Steven Spielberg, and a very successful play with amazing puppetry, is War Horse. Quite an exceptional story and then film and play, or play then film. Phoebe Waller-Bridge was a writer and star of Fleabag. She also wrote Killing Eve, but she didn't star in it. So Fleabag is the answer for number 6. Highly entertaining if you haven't watched it and you've still got time to watch catch-up TV. And number 7, Phoebe Waller-Bridge contributed to the screenplay of the yet-to-be-aired new James Bond film. The new Bond film is called No Time to Die. No Time to Die. Number 8, which are the surrounding states of Wyoming, which is the only place in the world to have a town called Casper. The state is surrounded by 6 other states. You could have had Montana, I think that's to the north, South Dakota, Colorado, I'm guessing that's to the south, Nebraska, Utah, or Idaho. So Montana, South Dakota, Colorado, Nebraska, Utah, or Idaho. So you really did have quite a lot of chances there. Number 9, the football question. I think probably the only football question for the night. Kasper Schmeichel, who is Peter Schmeichel's son, is the goalkeeper for Leicester City. I don't know what's happening to football up in Leicester at the moment, but he's the goalkeeper. And the cybersecurity and antivirus company Kaspersky is headquartered in Moscow. And actually it was created by, I think it's 2 brothers and a sister called Kaspersky. I think that's what I read. So, Lisa Kudrow, little brother Frank, Balthazar or Melchior, chess, Warhorse, Fleabag, No Time to Die, Montana, South Dakota, Colorado, Nebraska, Utah or Idaho, Leicester City and Moscow. And there ends round 1. Swiftly moving on to a really clever round 2 done by Vicky, who does the scoring, very patiently sitting there. Oh, you're still there. I thought you'd gone a minute ago. Who has put together a round called Comedy Kings and Queens. It's a picture round. What you have to do is identify the comedian. 1 point for each one. There's 10 of them, and we'll put them on the screen and run them through again, and you'll see what I mean. But I think it's very clever. Okay, good to go.
Okay, so we've still got you on the picture. Actually, what I'll do is just just go to that one. Okay. Question 1.
I wouldn't have got that one, would you?
I thought it was you.
He's very rude, isn't he?
Question 2.
We will come back to
That one.
that one's much
Easier.
Not flashing though, is it?
I think it's better. Kittens are being very well behaved.
Good feed them this week.
Don't think people need too much time on that one. So, question 3.
No climbing behind the cupboards tonight. No, because he's blocked it off. You can't go behind there anymore. Have you noticed that? Really loud purrs. I think they like being part of the quiz.
Question 4.
I think that's. They've still got 39 people. That's quite good. Because that's just people who've accessing it on either. I don't know if that's both Facebook and YouTube.
Question 5.
Well done, Michelle. 4 out of 10 is not bad. 9 out of 10 for Kate. 8 out of 10 for Heather. It's the taking part that counts.
Very well behaved.
They are, aren't they? I don't know. That's not what I was expecting. Not like last night.
Question 6.
Oh, Vicky, you're testing people.
Question 7. It's for the people who are old enough to remember the Hall of Mirrors. The days before phone apps.
That's right. I used to love this.
Question 8. Question 9. Has to be fed only liquids by a straw.
Mhm.
Put a tiny one. And question 10. So in a moment, I'll just back through those and run through them again. So let's just nip back. 1. 2. 3. 4. Saying the numbers for the people that can't read the large numbers in the top left-hand corner. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Right, just a couple of moments for you to fill in those blank spaces if you have any. Okay, an answer's coming up, I hope. So here we go. Question 1, Sarah Millican. What's number 2? I think most people should have got a couple of easy ones. Rowan Atkinson. Number 3. Whoopi. Number 4. I think that's quite hard.
So do I. I think that really transformed his face.
Right. Number 4.
Yes.
Answer number 5. Can you keep that purring noise down? Question 6. No, not one I know.
Joe Lycett?
No. Number 7. Great. Oh, ouch.
Painful, isn't it?
Number 9.
I thought that was quite.
Miranda.
What I call 4 o'clock.
And number 10. If anyone needs, I don't want to run through those again unless anyone needs them. Just let me know if you do, but otherwise we will move swiftly onwards.
Not too swiftly.
Not too swiftly.
They want to spend the evening with us, or at least part of the evening with us. They've chosen to. Nobody's made them do this quiz.
I did send out some threats.
Results, please, at the end, Darryl, will be really helpful. Thanks, Vic. Well done, Michelle. That's fantastic. Okay. Off we go from the pussies to the next round, and that is called Hot Stuff. Hot Stuff. And I thought about doing a round to do with heat and hot things when we thought we were doing the quiz this time last week, because it was something like 30-something degrees, foreign hot, as I describe it, and it really was very warm still in the evening. So I think it was a good call to move the quiz forward to a fairly dismal grey day today. This is the British summer. But hey, I can't really see much of myself on that one. Am I supposed to?
Look on that one. You're over there.
Ooh, I like the way it does that to my glasses. Cool, isn't it?
Yes, you've got your X-ray eyes on.
Okay, so the round is called Hot Stuff. Here we go. Question number 1. What is considered the hottest Indian type of curry? What is considered the hottest Indian type of curry?
Oh, open your mouth. You've got a hot mouth.
I'm on fire, baby.
I always thought you were pure evil.
It's taking you a long while to realise. Casper, are you going to take that or are you going to claw him for me?
Yes, he is clawing me. Thank you.
So the hottest Indian type of curry.
Go with your sister, please.
Question number 2. The number 1 hit, released in 1979, called appropriately Hot Stuff, was sung by who? 1979, the number 1 hit, Hot Stuff, was sung by who? Sorry.
That's suffering from my art. That is stapler.
Well, you did say they'd probably be tricky. Number 3. The Scoville scale, Scoville, Scoville scale, is used for measuring what? What's the Scoville scale used for measuring? Is he really hunting you?
I've been very brave.
Vic, you're doing a great job for us, thank you. Yeah, bring your friends, Michelle. You know loads of people, like your mum, your sister. Number 4. Considered the hottest place on Earth with a temperature recording of 57 degrees at Furnace Creek, a very appropriate name, I do believe, Furnace Creek. What is the name of this US national park? Considered the hottest place on Earth with a temperature recording of 57 degrees at Furnace Creek. What is the name of this US national park? We could have put up photos of us being there, couldn't we?
Falling cat. No, please. Just.
Well, you are. On to question number 5. Name one of the 3 main stars in the 1959 movie Some Like It Hot. Name one of the 3 main stars in the 1959 movie Some Like It Hot.
Just going for the
Are you
PPE.
bringing out your armour? chat, Alma. Question number 6. With which British fashion designer do we associate hot pants? We're wearing hot pants. Hot pants. Which British fashion designer do we associate them with? Is he going for
Yes, it started. It's okay, we're going to lose our virtual background any moment now as a kitten dangles off it.
He's transfixed by what's going on the screen. Question number 7. Whose signature song is Under the Bridge? Whose signature song is Under the Bridge?
Uh-oh, we're waking up.
No, don't chew the wire, the cable, no. It's all going to go horribly wrong in a minute, isn't it?
We'll borrow time now.
Question number 8. Which metal in its pure form has the highest melting point? Which metal has the highest melting point? That's good.
No, it's okay, he's on the balcony.
Last 2 questions of this round. Number 9. Which beach in the United Kingdom is particularly used for hot rod races and other speedy stuff? Which beach in the UK is particularly used for hot rod races and other speedy stuff? Go for the last question, and then I'll just repeat the questions just in case anybody wants them. So the final question is, should acorns get a hot tub? Should acorns get a hot tub? If you could let us know via the messaging system here or via social media, please, that would be really helpful. We want to know whether we should invest in a hot tub. Be outside, adjacent to the pool area, big enough to say take 12. It's something that Michael and I think could be a really good idea. Let us know what you think.
Help spread diseases.
And the real final question is, but I am interested in the answer to that posed question, should acorns get a hot tub? I'm interested in knowing what hot stuff could be a form of headgear for a jock. What hot stuff could be a form of headgear for a jock? Do you know the answer to that one?
I know the answer you put, but I don't understand why.
What form of headgear is hot stuff for a jock? Yes, hot tub like the old times. I think, Michelle, it was actually in the pool area, wasn't it? Yeah, always. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Kerry. Yeah, I had. Oh, yes, times 2. I heard they had to take that out because of all the nefarious, lascivious, and other activities that went on in that hot tub, which There are plenty of tales about, believe me.
Even before you remember.
No, I just wish I'd been a member in what I believe are considered the good old days when there were naked pool parties and all sorts of things going on. I mean, Tony Swinton Bland has told me so many tales just recently.
We might put the video up at the end.
Are you there, Michael, to confirm any of these tales?
Michael?
No, Michael knows what Tony's been talking about. Okay, quickly go through the questions. What's considered the hottest Indian type of curry? Hot Stuff, the #1 hit, 1979. Who sings that? Scoville scale is used for measuring what? Hottest place on Earth, recorded 57 degrees at Furnace Creek. What's the name of the US National Park? Name one of the 3 main stars in the 1959 movie Some Like It Hot, which I believe we did, didn't we, last time at the quiz? Which British fashion designer do we associate with hot pants? Whose signature song is Under the Bridge? Which metal in its pure form has the highest melting point? Which beach in the UK is particularly used for hot rod races and other speedy stuff? And what hot stuff could be a form of headgear for a jock? Yeah, but Heather, we'd want it to be bigger than small. Has to be, to make it worthwhile. Anyway, it's a thought. Oh, Michelle, you missed out too. Right, let's go through the answers, and then we've got another picture round, and then Colin's round to finish off with. The hottest Indian type of curry, you may spell it in several different ways, is phal. I've got the spelling P-H-A-A-L, but I think it's spelt in a number of ways. So phal. #2, hot stuff, was Donna Summer. Donna Summer. Scoville scale is used for measuring the heat of chilies. Chili heat. Quite a serious business, I think. So I've heard and read. Furnace Creek, where the 57 degrees were recorded, is in the US National Park of Death Valley. So the answer I was looking for is Death Valley, which I think is in Nevada, is it?
Oh, it's California.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, I thought we went there from Las Vegas for the day.
It's a long drive, though.
It's a long drive. #5. The 3 main stars from the 59 movie Some Like It Hot were Marilyn Monroe, Jack Lemmon, and Tony Curtis. The fashion designer, question #6. The hot pants is Mary Quant. #7. The answer is Red Hot Chili Peppers. Under the Bridge. #8, the metal that has the highest melting point is tungsten at a cool 3,422 degrees centigrade. You didn't have to put that bit in, you just had to put tungsten. For a whole point. The beach in the UK, it's in Wales, is Pendine Sands, where all sorts of speed records have been broken. And the hot stuff that could be a form of headgear for a jock is a Scotch bonnet. A Scotch bonnet, which, of course, is widely available in all supermarkets because it's a type of chili. Does that explain it? Does that explain it? Did you think I was actually making up Scotch bonnet?
I thought you just got it wrong again.
Quickly run through the answers again. #1 is phal. #2 is Donna Summer. #3 is Heated Chilies. #4 is Death Valley. #5, you could have had Marilyn Monroe, Jack Lemmon, or Tony Curtis. #6, Mary Quant. #7, Red Hot Chili Peppers. #8, Tungsten. #9, Pendine Sands. And #10 is Yes and Scotch bonnet. Okay. This next round coming up, which is identify an object, was very kindly suggested to me by a photographer who I do believe is taking part tonight. So he's going to have to decide what he does with this round. I suspect his family are doing it and perhaps not him. I don't know. Perhaps he'll let us know. Called Stephen Johnson. He's a well-known local photographer. He also happens to be the father of Lucy, who works at Acorns and produces the most fabulous food from the kitchen, homemade pizzas and brownies amongst them. We can't wait to get her back and start serving food again. So he got in touch. He suggested this round. He's taken 10 photographs, or he probably took a lot more, but he's taken photographs of 10 objects, reasonably everyday objects, I would say. And some of them he's done very close up. Some of them he's taken from a very creative angle. What you have to try and do is identify the object. And thank you very much, Stephen. It's really kind of you to do this, and they are absolutely wonderful. Thank you. I was thinking actually a really nice thing to do at the club would be to have an exhibition or various exhibitions. So an exhibition of your photographs, we could have another exhibition of paintings or some sort of graphic art. We can do all sorts of things like that, and we ought to do more of that kind of stuff.
Photos from lockdown.
Photos from lockdown. Well, I think Stephen's got loads of those because he puts them out on Facebook quite often, which are really nice. Okay, so what is the everyday object? We'll give you a few seconds or a minute or so for each one and see what you come up with.
We're doing any clues?
Well, Stephen suggested we didn't do any clues, and I think he's probably right, and after all, he took them. I might say one or two slightly cryptic clues about various things, but that one, his daughter got right immediately, so he felt it didn't need any clues. And that perhaps in itself is a clue. What I like about the picture rounds is that you don't see us, and we can just drink our beer or whatever we're doing. Oh, look at those two.
I know. I was going to cut to the cat cam.
Look. Should we cut to the cat cam?
No.
Oh, okay.
Too difficult.
Oh, they're all entwined and cuddling up. That's so sweet. They're not always sweet with each other, believe me. That's the first one. Should we move on to the second one? Much more to find outside than inside. Sorry, Stephen, if I'm disappointing you, but as you get to know me, you'll get used to that. Stephen also has a lovely wife called Frances, who's a damn good tennis player. But Lucy, if you're out there, if you're taking part, I don't know if you are. We do not want a hot tub. Oh, you'll have to explain why, Leslie, but that's fine. I suspect, Leslie, you're not the only one who might say that. Leslie, I do believe, had an interesting experience recently of somebody she knows parking in the hotel car park. Can I just advise that is not a good idea now. The hotel have parking eye installed and it is working. Number 3, this is my favourite one. And I'll tell you a story about why it's my favourite one when we give the answers. It's like a helicopter again here. I think somebody around here must have a helipad. But yeah, it's quite a lot of them. They're not going to the hotel. Oh.
Okay, number 4.
Hold on, I'd say.
Worth looking closely at this one.
Hold on.
Number 5.
Can you imagine what might lurk in that?
So how can you find in hot?
Look, I brought out the reel on the lens. Must be an amazing camera lens. They're good, aren't they?
And 6.
That also is. Colin's trying to give you a big clue there, but of course you can't see it. You'd be more likely to find this outside than inside. Although, I've got one sitting on my table right here. And I'm not outside.
Sure, that's really helpful.
No, but it was just as helpful as you pointing to it.
Number 7.
That's my favourite.
You just said the last one was your.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry.
So the yellow one was your favourite. You'd explain why.
Oh, yeah, I did. No, it's orange, actually. Oh, yeah. That's also more than outside thing. It's so when you see the answers, you're going to say, "Oh, of course," aren't they?
Yeah, you definitely say that. Exactly that. Number 8. I think that's really tricky because it's an optical illusion.
It's also shockingly clever.
I would be very impressed. In fact, if anyone gets that, they're cheating. Automatically eliminated.
I think it's
Simple as that. No, that's it. I've decided.
I think it's very clever, shockingly clever.
Even when I know what it's meant to look like, I can barely make it look like that.
Yeah, but you're not clever like Stephen, are you?
True. We'll move on because no one's going to get that. Number 9.
I don't think anybody's going to get it. No, but they are very clever. Stephen tested them out on some people, and he said people got about 5 or 6 out of 10. So that's pretty good. Some people are going to be a lot better at this kind of thing than others, I think.
I mean, the ones with tortured minds. And finally, number 10. Well, that's clever because if you look and think about it, it makes some sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Got to look at the whole thing. Interesting that it's orientated to right hand as well.
I'm not saying anything because
No.
I'll probably make more of a fool of myself than usual.
They have to come off this just to show the pussycats.
I can't believe they're being like this. Can you? Having slept most of the
We are
afternoon.
very lucky. Okay, I'm going to just go back through those again, see if that will help.
I think if we'd been at the club, we would have done this as a picture round that just got left on like a tabletop round for you. So
Okay, I think you've probably got the idea now that some of these are magnified. Close-ups. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Four.
It's gone really quickly. When is it running out?
No. Just time flies when you're having fun. 5. 6. 7. 8.
Looks like a plug hole, doesn't it? But not really. No.
Other than the whole bit.
Mm.
9. And 10.
So we'll just give you a minute and then we'll put the answers up. I mean, shall we show them? No.
Let's continue on. Okay, so answers coming up on that then. Are we ready? Number 1. Hundreds and thousands of the culinary type. Number 2.
I thought that was really difficult.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Centre of a daisy. Number 3. Cable tie.
Love cable ties. Who doesn't love cable ties? And after I'd seen Colin for about 2 dates, I happened to mention my love of cable ties. And the next time he came up to see me in London at our house, he produced not flowers or chocolates. And I don't think actually you ever produce flowers or chocolates or anything like that. You produce this little bag of mixed colours and sizes of cable ties. And I just knew we were onto a good thing. That's all it took. A mixed bag of little plastic and big plastic cable ties. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I'd never been able to strap you to a lamppost with a chocolates or flowers, would I?
I didn't need strapping, Colin.
Number 4.
A Velcro patch. I mean, for goodness sake, Stephen.
But if you look closely, you could see little bent over loopy
It's
things.
so clever. They're so difficult.
Number
It's very
5.
clever. I did get that one. That's one I got straight
I think
away.
we'll accept any form
Yeah, I
of
think we'll
sponge,
accept any form
kitchen
of
or
sponge.
otherwise. Oh, look, now
There
they've gone
you go.
crossed over. Number 6.
I know, that was
think that's
amazing.
pretty difficult.
Oh, that was very difficult. I do actually happen to have one of those sitting right here with us. They're lovely scallop shells. Very nice, very pretty.
Number 7.
I thought that was fabulous.
I think people would be forgiven for thinking fungi.
Do you? Oh yeah, yeah, possibly.
Very regular.
Yes, sponge. Yes, Michelle.
Yes, sponge. Yes, sponge.
And cable ties. But I tried to help there by saying it was shockingly clever. Yeah.
Mm.
What are those little bits there?
Mm. It's a furry battery.
Yeah, it's very clever. Well done. I don't know if any of you got these. I'd be really interested to know.
Number 9, a ballpoint pen. And finally, you can see the sellotape if you're looking.
Yeah.
You can see it. Sellotape. I think sellotape's with Nest, don't you?
I think it depends.
I think it's with Nest.
No, well, you're a pedant. But thank you, Stephen. Play the next one. So I just want to see his card. But that was really, really helpful, Stephen. Thank you. Very good. We should talk about putting up some of your photographs at the club.
We should talk about getting everybody else to do our rounds for us, so it's much easier.
Yes, I know. That's great. Really good.
Right, let me come out of that. I think
well,
we should cut briefly to the. I think we need to go to the
just
cam.
let's see if you can see them.
Not with your beer.
Beer. Hang on, let me hold my beer. Yeah, there we are, look.
It's a bit difficult to
Quite.
see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
There we go.
That's how to be.
Yeah, that is
That's
relaxation.
Yeah, chillaxed. I think they learnt that from me.
Okay, let's try for, I think, That one.
Final round. Although I have got a round to do while the scores are being done as well.
I don't remember that
Oh,
way.
I will
Fraction.
move over this way in fraction.
And I shall
Sorry.
step in.
Okay.
That's not a great look, is it?
No.
I have to say, never mind. It's not about me. This is a follow-on from last week's At the Movies round.
Last quizzes.
With last week's, yes, last quizzes. Sorry,
Does it feel
I've
that?
gone through almost a third of the bottle now. So, I will give you a quote, and the only thing you have to do to earn your point is tell me which film it is from. So we'll start off with some very easy ones, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. I'm afraid the props department has largely been furloughed for this week, and the budget's been hacked. So we'll just go for the quotations. So nice easy one for number one. Number one. You were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. We'll do slightly less moving of head and flapping around.
Yeah, because we watched it back on YouTube.
It was quite embarrassing and poorly done, so we'll try and stay a little still. Question one, which film featured the line, you were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off? So everyone has 1 out of 1. Everyone should get 2 out of 2. We'll start with another easy one. Question 2. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Or do ya, punk? Don't think it gets much easier than that.
I don't know what that one is. Can you do it again?
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Or do ya, punk? Okay. Question 3. Just in case you don't get that this is a female, it's a female. I won't do the hair piece this time. We're going to get self-conscious about that. Question 3. By all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me.
You did do that through.
Thank you. Question 3. Which film features the line, by all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me.
That's a great movie.
I should take up vaping, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah, definitely.
I might do.
Well,
Okay.
bubbly. I want a hubbly bubbly one.
Question 4. I think a bit more challenging, so I'll give you a little bit more of the dialogue between two men. You know, probably might not have been no money. Possible, but you don't believe it. No, probably I don't. Well, it's a mess, ain't it, Sheriff? If it ain't, it'll do till the mess gets here.
No idea. I know you've already told me once as well. I think I do. It's
So I'll just run through that again. You know, probably might not have been no money. It's possible, but you don't believe it. No, probably I don't. Well, it's a mess, ain't it, Sheriff? If it ain't, it'll do till the mess gets here.
I think you just like that quick.
I do like that quote. Okay. Question 5. Crucifixion? Good. Out of the door, line on the left, one across each. Crucifixion? Good. Out of the door, line on the left, one across each. Next.
Oh, that's very good. Very good.
So that was question 5. Crucifixion? Good. Out of the door, one across each, line on the left. Number 6, one that everybody should know. If you don't, you should be instantly dismissed from this quiz. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. The whole gasoline smell smells like victory. That's question 6. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. That whole gasoline smell smells like victory. Okay, question 7. The fabric is comfortable, withstands a temperature of 1,000 degrees, completely bulletproof, and machine washable, darling. That's a new feature. Question 7. The fabric is comfortable, withstands a temperature of 1,000 degrees, completely bulletproof, and machine washable, darling. That's a new feature. Okay, question 8. Boy and a girl talking. If you want, I'll show you my fanny. No, you're all right. Question 8. If you want, I'll show you my fanny. No, you're all right.
It's like being surprised when your kids well behaved, isn't it?
Question 9. Are these beds made out of bombs? Yes, but they are old and highly unlikely to blow up. Question 9. Are these beds made out of bombs? Yes, but they are very old and highly unlikely to blow up. And last of the last quizzes, question 10. Just to demonstrate my linguistic skills. Does your dog bite? No, monsieur. I thought you said your dog did not bite. That is not my dog. It's not quite so funny second time around. Question 10. Does your dog bite? No, monsieur. I thought you said your dog did not bite. That is not my dog.
Well done. That was fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
That, really.
Let's just do the answers for that one there.
Oh, well done, Stephen.
Last one. Share the screen. Share the screen. And number 1 was, of course, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off Michael Caine in The Italian Job. Someone said that they used the same quote in the second Italian Job, but I don't know, I never saw that. Is that right?
What did you not say? I'm sure Drew will put you right.
Mm-hmm. So you have to put me right on that one.
Formidable. Hello, formidable.
Formidable. Number 2, got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Do you? Punk was, of course, in the days when it was acceptable for New York cops to use overwhelming force. In fact, it's highly desirable. Dirty Harry The first of the Clint Eastwood films, 1971. Oh goodness, that was a long time ago. So question 2, Dirty Harry. Question 3, by all means move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me. Was, of course, Miranda from Devil... yes, Miranda, yeah.
Is that her?
Yeah. Devil Wears Prada. Meryl Streep. So Miranda? Yeah, she was Miranda. So question 3, Devil Wears Prada. Question 4, the operable line being, well, it's a mess, ain't it, Sheriff? If it ain't, it'll do till the mess gets here, was great film, No Country for Old Men. Tommy Lee Jones, is that?
Yeah, I think so.
Looking around the scene of death and destruction. Question 4, No Country for Old Men. Question 5, crucifixion, good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each, was, of course, Life of Brian. Many quotes from that, some of them unquotable. Question 6, love the smell of napalm in the morning. Apocalypse Now. Or the Greek version, Acropolis Now. Number 7, fabric is comfortable, withstands temperature of 1,000 degrees, completely bulletproof and machine washable, darling. That's a new feature, was The Incredibles, with Edna Mode on the left there, one of my heroes, and quite like my mother.
She is quite like your mother.
Question 8, do you want to show me Fanny? No, yeah, all right, was of course Billy Elliot.
That was a great movie.
Number 9, are these beds made out of bombs? Yes, but they are very old and highly unlikely to blow up, was of course Despicable Me. With Gru. And finally, the classic, does your dog bite? No, I thought your dog did not bite. That is not my dog. Which we can have translated for those of you that don't speak French, was the Pink Panther.
Very well done. I think you quite enjoy doing them, don't you?
It's all right.
It's all right. Keep you going for a bit.
Okay, so there we go.
So that's the last round, which you're going to score on. Each one's worth a point. So the whole quiz is out of 50 points. If you could put in your quiz scores and team names, please. And then Vicky will kindly rustle that up into some sort of form.
Vicky has had to sit through an hour of this.
So she's going to get a nice fajita tomorrow night and a swim, aren't you, Vicky?
Rather than me, that cold water.
It's not that cold.
It is that cold.
I've got a quick round to do for you now, and also a few more announcements as well. John has so rightly pointed out, Copton Audio Visual Events has pointed out that with the hog roast and the noodle stall on Saturday, we will also have a big awning, I think, a big gazebo, is that right? A rain shelter, because I believe it is forecast to rain. And he will have a screen down there showing the football. John, do you know what the football is? I'm not sure what the football is, but he'll have it showing anyway. And then on Friday, the 10th of July, we will have the bar open at Acorns. Please come in for a coffee, tea, hot chocolate, a beer, a wine. The drinks will be available. We open during the day up until about 6 o'clock. And we'll just see how it goes, but it would be lovely, lovely, lovely to see you. Please do come.
Huge thanks, of course, to John for all his support over all of these quizzes. He's been tirelessly helpful in all of this. Much appreciated, John.
Yeah, very much appreciated. And thanks to all of you for doing it as well and supporting the club as well. So a quick round. It's called In the Family Way. So I'm going to give you a name or clue, and all you have to do is write down the family. Some are fictional and some are real, just to tide us over until we get the scores all completed.
6 by 12 metre marquee.
That's huge, isn't it?
Quite big, yeah.
Well done. Has it arrived, John? I don't know. It's coming from
Enough to
Germany,
get 5 socially distant people in.
Yes, that's right. So number 1, easy one to start with. You need to put down both family names, please. Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet.
Is that half a point each then?
No, we don't do half points. Anyway, you're not scoring on this round. Number 2, George H.W. and George W. George H.W. and George W. What do you think Casper and Phoebe's name is?
King.
King Frank.
Frank King.
Frank King.
King Edwards.
Number 3, Phil, Tracy and Gary. Phil, Tracy and Gary. Are you lining up the garden thing? Do that.
All lined up.
Number 4, The Godfather.
As in the main family.
Yes.
Godfather.
Number 5,
Leicester v Palace, Wolves v Arsenal, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
That's the
Watford.
Russian team, is it? V Watford.
Watford. I mean, what happened to them the other day? Right. Number 5, Shirley Jones and David Cassidy. Shirley Jones and David Cassidy. Remember that?
No, I think I'm too young to remember that. Oh, cat's woken up. Ow.
Number 6, Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Catherine, and Lydia. Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Catherine, and Lydia. You wouldn't know that one.
No.
Phoebe's got more chance of knowing that one than
Can everyone hear the cats purring?
you. Yes. Number 7, Mahatma, Indira, Sanjay, and Rajiv. Mahatma, Indira, Sanjay, and Rajiv.
Mahatma coat.
Yeah, well, thank you, John. Number 8, Wednesday, Uncle Fester, and Pugsley. Wednesday, Uncle Fester, and Pugsley. Number 9, Alistair and Johnny. Alistair and Johnny.
Probably a few people with that.
Yes, I know, I did think that. Number 10, but not with these names. Groucho, Chico, and Harpo. Groucho, Chico, and Harpo. So Romeo and Juliet, George H.W. and George W., Phil, Tracy, and Gary, The Godfather, Shirley Jones and David Cassidy, Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Catherine, and Lydia, Mahatma, Indira, Sanjay, and Rajiv, Wednesday, Uncle Fester and Pugsley, Alistair and Johnny, and Groucho, Chico, and Harpo. Oh, someone's still playing golf. Did you hear that? Okay.
Disengage my cat.
So, first one was, of course, Montague and Capulet. The Georges are the Bush family presidents. Phil, Tracy, and Gary are all Nevilles. Corleones were the family from The Godfather. Shirley Jones and David Cassidy were the Partridge family. Those lovely girls, Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Catherine, Lydia, were the Bennets. Mahatma, Indira, Sanjay and Rajiv were Gandhis, the Gandhi family, although Mahatma was not related to the other three. Indira is in fact Nehru's daughter. Gandhi, she married someone called Gandhi. Wednesday, Uncle Fester and Pugsley. Adams, Alistair and Johnny are the brothers, the Brownlee brothers. And Groucho, Chico and Harpo, the Marx brothers. Just a little something to keep you going. Not sure how Vicky is, but we just wanted to show you something.
She was just mentioning about the garden, so.
Yeah. Right. Let's just show you a couple of things we want to talk to you about. Every year now, I think for the past 4 years, it might be 5, we have opened our gardens here where we live for charity under the National Garden Scheme. All the money goes to the National Garden Scheme charities, of which are ones that support carers, hospices, Macmillans, Parkinson's. They raise over 3 million every year for these charities. This year, obviously, like all other charities, their funds are seriously depleted and most gardens can't open. We can, because we've got enough space to do so, so we have offered to do so. It's going to be on Wednesday, the 15th of July, so 2 weeks from today. You have to book online and prepay online and book a time slot, just like you do for anywhere else you visit at the moment. But it would be lovely to see. You can bring your own picnics. Dogs are welcome on a lead. Kids are free. You can roam around. You can play ball games. It would just be very nice to see you here. And bring a picnic for us too, I'd say, wouldn't you, Colin?
Lots of wildlife.
Yeah, lots of wildlife.
Hang on.
So, like I say, you do need to book on the NGS website. I'm going to put all the details up on my Facebook page and perhaps on the club's page as well. And there will be a stall selling plants and jams and pickles and chutneys, which is in fact Vicky's mum, who also opens her garden. And it would be really delightful to see you. We don't live all that far away from the club, probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes maybe. Like I say, bring your own chairs, rugs, picnics, kids, dogs on leads, etc.
And most of the proceeds go to cancer charities.
Most of them do, yeah, not all of them, but I mean, they are the biggest provider, for example, to hospice charities and carers charities. It's a really amazing organisation. Anyway, please come if you can. We'd love to see you. Okay, do we go back to Vicky now?
Let's see if just see if Vicky says something. Yeah, Vicky, I'll need it to come to the Phoenix address if you are sending an email.
Should we unmute her?
Yeah, well, how are you doing, Vicky? Let's see that one. Oh, there we are. Okay, right.
Sorry. We didn't see it.
Okay.
I think she was saying to you, what did you say?
Right, so I can read them out like I did last time with the numbers down the edge instead of. Let's just take it down a bit there. Okay, so let me go back to that. Share the screen. Share. I'm not sure how well this will work. Yeah, there we go.
Shalom.
So, the last time I think I read out the numbers down the left-hand column here with the number of points. Yes, I'm not so worried about it. So here we are. Shalom, Jackie. Still Norfolk in chance. Pardon?
There's some down below as well.
a few down below, the honest people in the world. 37 fact hunters, 38 Heather and Cave, 39 Hunting and Plastics Centre, 41 Sticky Pete's, 42 Beachcombers, 43 Right Stuff and Woods in the Gym, and with 45, Anne's got all the answers.
Oh, well done, everybody. That's fantastic.
That's pretty
They're
good
all
going.
very good scores.
Pretty good going.
Yeah, well done.
Must have been brilliant impersonations by me for you to have got them so accurately.
Can you just tell him that they're brilliant impersonations?
Yes, please do. 'Cause I need that kind of reinforcement.
Thank you very much, everybody, for taking part. Like I say, the next one, thanks, Michelle. The next one hopefully will be at the club. We will put messages out. You'll have to book a table like you do normally. We'll have it all measured out. Maybe it'll be outside if the weather's nice. We did have a suggestion from Kerry that could be down on the tennis courts. I think we might be able to do it in the clubhouse. We're really, really hoping for some sort of clear sign within the next 10 days or so about when we can open up the club properly, get people into using the gym, run some classes again. Who knows about the squash courts and the swimming pool yet, but I feel we're going to get some good news coming up in the next 10 days or so. I really hope so. But the club is open from Friday the 10th. Please come in, have a coffee, have a beer, glass of wine, and also it would be lovely to see you on Saturday for some food and just meeting up with people would be great. Thank you. It's been a very strange time. I think, oh look, there we go.
Yeah,
right
just in time for the background gets torn down.
Thank
by
you for taking part. Oh, happy birthday to Carol McGinn today. Happy birthday, 1st July, girl. Who can believe it's already July? Oh, Heather, it's always a pleasure. Honestly, we've enjoyed
Thanks,
you
Heather.
very much. Thank you. You are a fantastic support to the club, Heather. You and Ken. Really wonderful. And maybe see you for that cup of Earl Grey soon. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you soon at the club, I hope, or somewhere else. Or around here for our garden.